Hello, folks. Noel Hunter here. I had a request a while back about telling stories about how I grew up, what we done for a living, what we ate, and stuff like that. So I've done a couple of shows on that, and I'm fixing to do another one. This is going to be about gigging flounders at night. I know a lot of people never heard of doing such a thing. Well, a flounder is a flatfish. He has eyes on both his eyes on the top side. He'll lay on the bottom at night, shimmy like that, make the sand covers up like that, and he'll dutch out and grab little minnows and stuff, little mullet and stuff for food. Well, you take a light, a regular Coleman light, and it'll light up the bottom, because you only fly the water about that deep. At the bottom, you can see him. He'll be laying there. You might not see the whole flounder unless he just come in. Most of them he done like that, but you'll see a little streak, and all you get looking, you'll see his eyes. It takes a while to learn what you're doing. But I fly with my daddy quite a bit in the summertime. I'd go with him. And I've done a lot of that by myself, too, because I go gig them over there by we had a little beach over there where I lived off that island there. Usually I'd go out there, I'd gig 10 or 12 flounders, and I'd peddle them. And that's how I made myself a little extra money. And Daddy, he'd always sell his flounders to the factory. Edgar Galat bought a lot of our seafood. And that morning, right at daylight, he'd make a throw with his mullet net. He'd catch a bunch of mullet, bring home. And he would take he'd get some palmetto off of Deer Island. He'd strain the mullet up on palmetto. It'd be 6 to the bunch. You get 6 mullet for 25 cents. He put a big wooden box on the front of my bicycle that I could put ice and all in. We'd ice them mullet down. And then what flounders I gigged that night, I put in it too, because I'd sell them flounders. And depending on what size it was, for an average size flounder about that big, I get 35 cents. Big and I get 30 cents, 35, 40 cents. Sure enough, big one that somebody wanted to bake and stuff with crab meat and all, I got 50 cents for that one.
And that was a lot of money back then.
But a lot of times I couldn't sell them all, so I got home, we ate them.
Hey?
Yeah, that was a lot of money, you know. But that's one thing I remember. That was one of my fondest memories of going gigging flounders at night, because it's sort of like hunting. I like to hunt, you know, so like you're hunting for them, trying to see them, you know. And every now and then you'd find a softshell crab. That's the way crabs grow. That crab's that big, he'll come out of his hard shell, and what comes out is the exact replica of him, but it's soft.
Is it like a snake shedding its skin?
So like a snake. That's how crabs grow. Because once he stretches out and gets hard again, he'll be at least a third bigger than what he originally was. So that's how they grow. And that is some good eating there. Because you just cut the mouth off, pull the eyes out, the dead man thing off, eat everything else, leg, claws, everything. Because it's soft, delicious.
I love them. I love fried ones, remember?
Yeah, that's how I eat them fried most of the time. So, at a little beach that was on a little island like where I lived, when I'd be floundering, I'd always get 1 or 2 soft shells. So, when the soft shell crab is soft, everything in the world tries to eat him because he has no defense. He can't bite or nothing. His claws just soft. So fish and everything is eat him. You know, other crabs will eat him too. Female crabs will eat him. Now, every now and then you'll find a male crab. He'll have a female soft shell up beneath his body. And boy, if you even try to take that crab away from him, he'll eat you up. He is very protective, and they're breeding.
Oh.
That's when female crabs breed, is when they soft shell.
I did not know this. Okay.
And he's very protective over his lover, you know.
Yeah.
But every day when I started coming down the dump road, I'd look up there and find little buckets, little open mouth jars, anything that would make a little hideaway for a soft shell crab. And I'd go out on that little beach we had there, and I'd put them in the water about that deep. I'd set them out. And I'd run them once a day. And I would pick up quite a few soft shells, because they'd go in there while they're hard, and then when they shed, they got a protection.
Right.
So they love to get in stuff. And I got to out getting so many soft shells, I started selling them. I harvested enough soft shells that I started selling them. And that brought some good money because people pay for a soft shell crab. Back then, a dozen of nice big soft shell crabs was $1.25.
I'd hate to know what it is now.
Probably 15,
Yeah.
20.
I was like, last time we had soft shells, it wasn't cheap.
Well, always caught my own. We ain't never paid for none.
We did one time out in Sabine Pass.
Oh, you mean on that? Oh, yeah, I already cooked in a restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Not,
it was on the menu.
Yeah, it was on the menu. That's what I'm talking about. 'Cause I remember catching them on the shrimp boat, and they were good. I love them.
But that was a good deal there, and I made money doing that, you know. I always made money some kind of way. Any way I could, I made a little money, you know.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's about it on that subject. And everybody take care of themselves. If you haven't been vaccinated, go get your shots, please. We got to whip this virus. It's coming back rampant because so many people ain't taking their shots. I lost a real good friend to it. Very strong man, was 60 years old. Eat him up in about 5 to 6 week period. He was gone.
Yeah.
They had holes in his lungs and everything. And I don't want to lose nobody else like that. So get your shots to protect yourself and protect other people that's around you. Well, folks, we'll see you later till next time. The old hunter said, goodbye.